guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Sierra. I'm batch creating, which is why I look exactly the same. Okay, appreciate it. Damn it. Okay. This video is actually going to be about Love After Lockup, a show that airs on, I forgot the damn channel, on WeTV. But first, before we dive into the show, I just want to cover a little bit of the franchise in general. So there's Love During Lockup, Love After Lockup, and Life After Lockup. So therefore, at the beginning we had Love During Lockup, where we had like 1, 2, 3, 4. We roughly had like 8 or 9 couples at the time that was on the show, and some, you know, obviously depending on the situation or anything like that, either they continue on to Love After Lockup, and then after Love After Lockup, Love After Lockup is when the partner that has been incarcerated is now released, and then there's Life After Lockup. You know, it's been some time since they've been out. So in Love During Lockup, one of the people that was incarcerated ends up passing away, so that couple is not a couple anymore. So they don't move on to Love After Lockup. So this is Love After Lockup, okay? Okay. So these are the couples. We have Goddess, Damon, and Bonita, the stars of this season. Oh my God, they are the stars of this season. We have Kaylee and Michael, Rich and Felicia, Carrington and Zay, Kirsten and Brady, Charlie and Hillary just came on, and then we actually have Cammie, Trent, Nita. They end up on a different show, which is the Polly show. And then we have Dia and Cyrus. So I'm going to start off with, because I want to save the best for last. In my opinion, the chaos that's best for last. So I'm actually going to start off with, let's go from down up. Cammie, Trent, and Nita. Cammie and Trent, they are a married couple, and Nita is the person who's incarcerated. And so Nita gets released, and so they're very happy. Nita's been actually part of their couple. They've been a throuple for a while, and they actually end up going to get her. And Nita takes a shot as soon as she gets out the door. I said, "Bitch, you just got released. You already drinking? Oh my God, okay." But they have a short time on the show because they are set up to be on This Is Polly. So they end up on that show. So they're there for like 2 seconds, and then they move on to the other show. Moving on to Kirsten and Brady. Okay. Brady is the one that's incarcerated. He's been incarcerated for, I think it was like 4 years. It was like 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Brady actually has 2 daughters with a previous partner, Kirsten and Corey. Kirsten and Corey are cool. They're friends. So Kirsten ends up connecting with Brady, and they ended up dating while he was incarcerated. And with him being released, Kirsten and Brady are together. Kirsten and Brady are married. They actually got married at some point. I forgot what it was, but they ended up getting married. And so that's her husband. And so now they're really navigating this very blended family situation. And here's the thing though. Kirsten and Brady, to me, both ain't shit. Kirsten doesn't have boundaries. But also she is very much like me. It's all about me and my kids. When Brady got other kids. Like what? Like there's a whole situation where Corey was supposed to bring her daughters over for like a little family trip thing that they're gonna do. They were all gonna get together, but Corey decided not to bring her girls, and there's nothing wrong with that because Brady comes out of prison and is immediately all up Kirsten's ass. He's like, well, yeah, they're married, but Brady has 2 other kids, and those girls haven't seen him in like 5 years, so Brady needs to figure out where his priorities lie. Like, how is he going to navigate that? And the thing is, Kirsten oversteps by going over to Corey's house and tries to insert herself in the situation. And Corey tells her, I feel like you're being disrespectful and I think you should leave because this has nothing to do. This is something between me and Brady. And Corey is correct. Because Brady, once he got out, yes, be with your wife, be with your new kids, cool. But you have other kids too. So you got 4 kids technically. 4 kids that you're taking care of. 2 biologically, 2 through marriage. And these girls haven't seen you in like 5 years. So, and you haven't stopped by to talk to them or at least sit with them and get to know them because it's been so fucking long. Also, Corey does share on the show that she had been with Brady obviously through everything. So before he got arrested, when they had a tumultuous relationship in the first place, like she's been through the ringer with him. And Kirsten is like, well, I feel like Brady should do this, or, you know, this and this. You still should have brought the kids. Kirsten is so focused on herself that it's kind of insane. She's like very self-centered, and it's very annoying. Like even in the first episode, she is so upset about Brady getting released late. Like I understand, because first of all, you chose to be with this man and do all this damn traveling because he's incarcerated. But she is so mad that he only has so much time once he's out to be going to the halfway house, because he has to go to a halfway house in between. Like once you're out of prison, it's not just like there's a process. And she is so mad about the time crunch because she won't be able to have sex with her husband. Girl, miss me with that shit. You can miss me with that shit. Like it's like she is so centered. Like even Brady calls her about going to Corey's house when he told her, don't be in my business like that. Like that's my situation to handle. I'm gonna handle it. I don't know when he was gonna handle it, shit, but he said he was gonna handle it. So why does Kirsten have to insert herself in places where it's not needed? They need to have a conversation about boundaries. So if they do proceed onto Life After Lockup, they need to talk about boundaries. And they need to go to therapy for boundaries because Kirsten doesn't have any. I'm just going to say that. She has no boundaries. And Brady needs to get some in place. Like ASAP Rocky. Okay, I'm not playing. But also he needs to take responsibility and go see his daughters and check on them. Like the entire time, like I said, Kirsten's all about me, and mine. Brady feels as if like he has to be all up Kirsten's ass and like just be at home. It's like both aspects of it. It's like he feels like he has to be there because Kirsten's all about me, but also at the same time he has other responsibilities too. It's both of their faults. Corey's the only innocent one. Corey and these kids are innocent. Brady and Kirsten, a mess. Corey's innocent in all of this. She had been holding down the fort since the beginning of time when it came to her and Brady, even prior to him going to jail. She even told Kirsten she had said she had been through everything with Brady. She has been through Brady when he was suffering with drug addiction, when they were having troubles in their relationship. She was holding down everything. She was basically a single mom while being with him. Corey's innocent. Corey's a victim. Like, Corey and these kids are victims. Like, point blank, period. Kirsten and Brady got issues. But moving on. Because I don't want to, like, give away everything. But I need y'all to go back and watch this. Because I need y'all to get ready for Life After Lockup with me and my auntie. Because we love this show, okay? Next one is Carrington and Zay. They're short-lived because here's the thing. Zay's the one incarcerated, first of all. Carrington is like so in La La Land over Zay. Like, oh my God, we gonna get married, you know, we all about this. I'm all about my man. And the thing is though, Zay's family does not like her. They don't like her at all. Especially one sister in general. I'm like, ooh, she got a nasty little tude. Because the thing is, Zay has an ex that they actually like. This is a white woman too. Carrington and Zay are both black people. I'm probably gonna put up pictures too. I'm gonna put them up somewhere, probably over here. That way it doesn't cover my face. But yeah, they really love his ex. She's part of the family, like they love her. And even the ex is like, oh, does she know that's his prison talk? You know, that's my man, actually. He just talking to you. That's prison talk. Prison talk is prison talk. They can't do nothing else but talk shit. Like, they can't do nothing but lie. Be like, ooh, yeah, when I come out, I'ma hug you. You know, you gonna be my girl. If you've seen this show before, if you've seen last season, if y'all seen last season, I forgot the couple's name, but with one of them, when the couples, they have been doing so much prison talk, and then when the lady got out of prison, it was a mess. Like, the dude showed up to her house to sign the divorce papers because he's like, I want you out of my life. And she was all like, and she ripped up the papers. This girl wasn't gonna let him like be in peace at all. Because he had found out that she was using him anyway, because she still had like sugar daddies and everything. He said, you know what, if you want to live that life, cool, but don't drag me into your shit, first of all. And he drove to her house for her to sign the divorce papers. Prison talk is prison talk. Like, these people have nothing else to do but sit up here and lie, okay, and play you, because they like, look, I'm just trying to get out. At least some of them, not all of them. Because there's certain ones later on that I'll talk about where I'm like, you know what, you ain't a bad person. Like, but there are people who just do be talking their talk and shooting the shit. And Zay is one of them. And Carrington is eating this up. She's sending him money. And it gets to the point where Carrington is like, because Zay wasn't talking to her about his release date, she had found out that he wasn't going to get released, period. She's like, what? Oh, that was another couple. Yeah, there was another couple too, where one guy wasn't going to get released at all due to the laws, wherever it was where he got arrested at. He can't get released at all. I was like, baby, that was wild. But I feel like Zay's situation was very similar to that too. Like, he couldn't get released, or he wasn't getting released in the time that he told her that he was getting released. And ultimately, because while the sisters are all being bitchy towards Carrington, there's one sister, I don't like her either, but she is the most realistic and honest one out of all of them. And she told Carrington to her face. She was like, did you send him money? Carrington's like, yeah, I sent him a lot of money. She's like, why the fuck did you do that? She's like, I thought, he was like, getting food or whatever. Because, like, you could send money to inmates. I didn't know that was a damn thing. I didn't know there was like a whole system for that. I just thought they ate the shit that was there. Like, like, there's a whole thing. I don't know. I've never been to prison. I don't know nobody been in prison. Okay? So I don't know what the process is like. But literally, the sister was like, you dumb hoe. He's buying drugs with that money. Carrington's like, what? She's like, yes. She's like, I've known him. That dude is an addict. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't like this sister either, because she should have had this conversation with Carrington a long time ago. But she's the only one that's being truthful to her, so I will respect at least some aspect of that. And she told her, Carrington, he is buying drugs with that money. You're giving him money to buy drugs. And that's when Carrington said, you know what, I'm done. She said, I'm done. Because no one told her that. Also, no one's telling her that he got a whole ex-girlfriend who was all up in her family's faces talking about he gonna be my man when he come out. No one's telling her these things. So Carrington has this air of like, oh, this is my man, because no one knows how to talk to her like a fucking woman. And that's where I have an issue with Zay's family. Some enablers ass bitches. I hate them. Especially that one sister who was sitting there being like, I hate Carrington, like she hate Carrington. And it's like, your brother's the problem. He's the one that's incarcerated in the first place. Also, why do you hate a girl who is literally just trying to help your brother out? Like, can she be a little bit slow? Yes. But why hate her? I'm so confused. That's an enabling ass bitch. She's one of those like, I'm gonna stick by my brother's side no matter what. She's one of them bitches. Like, she would get on my nerves. So that's Carrington and Zay's story, okay? Ultimately, by the end, her and Zay aren't like together. She's seeing other people. Anyway, and I'm like, cool, but also just stop messing with Zay, period. Because clearly he don't give a fuck about you. Okay, he just don't. Moving on to Rich and Felicia. This is a mess. But this is not my favorite mess. Okay, so Felicia is the one that is incarcerated. She had been incarcerated since she was like 18, 19 years old. So she comes out of prison and she's like 23, 24. Like, she had been in jail for like 9 years. This girl was gone for like 9 years. So she was like 17. No, she was like 17, 15, 17, something like that. Because she comes out and she's like 23, 24, some ish like that. Yeah, something like that. She's like around them ages, something like that. But yeah, she had been in jail for all of her teenage life and a portion of her young adult life already. So she comes out, and Rich is older. He's like in his 30s. He was married. He got divorced. And their mess is just weird because I'm confused. I'm confusion about this situation because Felicia comes out and she's a little wary because, obviously she's like, I've been in prison my entire like teenagehood. Like, I just want to make sure that Rich is really here for me. She just wants to like vet him a little bit more. And I get that because, prison talk is prison talk. Obviously she was shooting the shit. And she said she was talking to a few other people too. So she just wants to make sure that Rich is a secure person for her to be with, and to actually pursue like a real relationship with. And I get that. My thing is though, her family is up in arms about this man as if your daughter wasn't just incarcerated. I think we're missing the point here. Like they're all like, oh, we don't know him. We don't know him. We don't know where he come from. We don't know where he come from. Your daughter, your sister, your cousin was just in jail for 9 years. And you're scared of this black man. What the fuck? What the hell's going on? Also, the family they're just weird. They're just weird. And then later on, Felicia's like, oh, I want to make sure that he's divorced. Like he told me, like, that's like, I didn't know he was married, but yet he's like, I told you I was married and I got divorced. So it's like, where did this story come from? Like, is there any actual issue, or is she just like weary of being with him? Like, I understand that, but it feels like they made an issue out of nothing for their entire storyline. Like, I feel like there was no real issue, especially with the fact that Rich does mention that he did tell her that he was married and he got divorced. And her entire family, even her, is like, let's see the divorce papers. Let's see the divorce papers. And he keeps like throwing it off. He's running away. He don't want to talk about it. He getting pissed about it. So in my mind, even me and my aunt's mind, while we were watching it, we're like, okay, is he actually divorced? Like, did he lie about being divorced or something? Like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this such an issue to just show paper that you're divorced or not? Why are you all up in arms about it? Like, why is this an issue? Suspicious, right? And ultimately he does prove the papers that he and his wife got divorced like 8 months prior to Felicia coming out. And it's like, it wasn't hard to do. What the hell is going on? What the hell, Rich? And then there's another situation that happens where Felicia can't get a hold of him because she's like, oh my God, like, yeah, I told you to leave, but I didn't tell you to ghost me. Like, you haven't contacted me. In that span of time, Rich had gotten arrested. He had enough marijuana on him to get arrested. He was in jail for like a week. But does Rich tell her that at first? No, he all like, But also, Felicia and her family do too damn much. They come on too strong for no fucking reason. They treat this man as is like he's like the villain when your daughter was just in jail. Like, I'm so confused on why we have so much animosity towards this man. Also, Felicia doesn't help because she keep hyping them up, being like, yeah, I want to get some answers too. He told you that he got divorced. Why are you up? That's what I'm like, I feel like now, like recapping it, they just made something out of nothing. Because what the fuck was half of that? I'm so confused. I am confused. I don't know where any of that came from, to be quite honest. And I don't know why it was an issue for him to prove with papers that he was divorced. I feel like WeTV just made some shit up. Like, I don't know. That was weird. It was really, really weird. Okay. Moving on to Charlie and Hillary. Yeah, let's move on to Charlie and Hillary. They come on. I think they show up like in the last like 2 or 3 episodes, something like that. Charlie's weird. Hillary is the one that's been incarcerated. They're an older couple, so they're our first like they're our oldest couple. Like they're like in their 50s or whatever. Hillary was incarcerated for something. I think she was in like she was in jail for like 3 years or something like that. Charlie, he has a history. Obviously everybody has a history, everybody has a past, and not like a history like in sense of like he had been like locked up before history. His previous wife passed away from cancer, but he's a very eccentric character. He calls himself Charlie Red. He has like a mohawk type thing, or like he has like his hair cut and his hair is like down the middle. I thought this man was full on white. This man is like part Native American. I said, what? I said, hold on, wait a damn minute. I said, hold on. Hold the phone. What? I was so confused. I am still confused to this day. I was shocked. I said, oh, I thought you were just like a... See, this is what happens when you make assumptions. You make an ass out of you and me. Because I just thought he was like a redneck white dude. Like, if I'm being honest, that was my impression of him. But he's a very eccentric character. He wears like some really funky outfits. He's very much like Viva la vida loca, carpe diem. You know, he's like, let's live it up, let's party. I swear when he came onto the show, he was always like making like sounds and being like, woo! Like we were like cracking up. We were like, Charlie is too much, okay? And like a good way, not like, oh my god. But we're just like, oh my god. He is such a funny dude. He's a very out there dude. And so at the beginning, he was talking like with his like friends and family of being like, oh, I really hope that Hillary is in it for love, because Hillary's actually used to a very lavish lifestyle before she went to prison. She was used to having like sugar daddy. She was used to having money, getting gifts. She was used to that shit, okay? And Charlie doesn't have that. So it's a very completely different life than what she's led before, you know, being with him. And the thing is, though, they also met prior. They actually used to work together. Charlie used to be Hillary's boss prior to her arrest, before her going to jail. And back then the dude had like short hair. Obviously in the military you had to have like short hair, or at least like a short hairstyle, at least like at some point in time, because obviously I feel like the rules with the military changed over time. But when they put up the picture of him back then, I said my gabbers were flasted, okay? That man did not look anything like he did back then, like completely different. I said, holy shit. He looked kind of scary too. I was like I was terrified for a minute there. But yeah, they known each other, and then when they were like really cool with each other. They were friends. They didn't like do anything, you know, weird, because obviously Kitsy was our boss. But when she got arrested, that's when they started to talk more, and that's when things started to get a little bit more romantical and shit. And that's what we lead to where we are today. And Hillary gets released, and he's immediately like, oh, put on this, this, and this. I want you looking good. Put on these glasses. He gives her a gift, which is like a gold spoon. And then things turned a little weird, because Charlie starts to be like trying to tell her what to do. And I'm like, ooh, Charlie, I don't like this. You could be like eccentric, you could be weird, but what you're not about to do is tell me what the fuck to do. You don't tell anybody, you don't tell no one what to do. That is not your child. That's a human being. That's a grown-ass woman. And he's all like, oh, why don't you use the spoon? They go to a Thai restaurant because he had a coupon there. And she's like, oh, I don't know how to eat with it or whatever. Like, she tries to like do like the spaghetti thing, you know, using the spoon and using her fork to like twist. And she's like, oh, you know, it didn't work or whatever. So she puts it down. And he's all like, oh, you do what you want to do. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Then this man, like 2 seconds later, because this is like a whole thing that he's doing, he proposes to her, gives her a toe ring. I'm like, he gives her a real ring. He gives like a finger ring too, but he gives her a toe ring. I'm like, he's a very eccentric character. I'm just gonna say that. But she says yes, and that's where we leave off with Charlie and Hillary. So on Life After Lockup, we're gonna see their journey of, you know, getting the wedding together and all that kind of shit. Moving on to what I want to do next, because both of them get on my damn nerves. Let's jump to Dia and Cyrus, because they get on my nerves, but on a different level. They're less on my nerves than the other one, especially one of the couples. So Cyrus was is the person incarcerated, was incarcerated. And the thing is, Dia has a history of dating men who are incarcerated. She's just like the girl from last season. I forgot her damn name, but the one who had been dealing with incarcerated people like all her damn life. She'd be like, I'm back. I forgot her damn name. If you're familiar with the franchise, if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. But she's like her. She's done this before with a guy named what was his damn name? It used to be Cyrus's cellmate, actually. I forgot his name. It started with a J. Was it J? Or just like simply J? Something like that. Whatever. But yeah, she did it with the J guy, and it was a very tumultuous relationship, very bad. She got like 4 kids, by the way. Her oldest is like 22, so she had her kid, I think she's like 40 or something like that. Like, she had her kid young. She had her oldest kid young. And you can already tell just from meeting her family, especially meeting her oldest, that child is parentified, and I feel bad for her. I feel so bad for the oldest, because this is some bullshit. I would get tired of my mom dating incarcerated men. I'd be like, if you don't get your fucking shit together, I swear I forgot, I will take my cousins. I'll take my siblings and I will get custody of them, because this is not healthy or safe for anyone involved. Why the fuck do you keep doing this? Dia got issues. Point blank, period. She's like, my kids are like very important to me. I can't tell how. Ooh, Lord. Could never be me. Could never be me with a mama like that. And so Cyrus comes out. Cyrus gets released, and Dia is still getting texts from her ex, and so Cyrus goes to go handle the situation. And the ex, because everybody has, there's 2 sides to every story. There's always some mess. Dia says that the guy, Jay, whatever his damn name is, I forgot, has been hitting her up, trying to get back together with her, and is trying to start some shit between her and Cyrus. And old dude and Cyrus meet up, and the dude's like, no, Dia is lying to you, because I haven't done that. I just told her to put me down as one of your contacts so I can contact you, like, I can visit you. And she said she was going to do it, and she never did. I never got a chance to see you. So who's lying? I'm curious, because Dia's like, he's a liar, he's a manipulator. He said, I told her to put me down so I could talk to you. And the conversation they have isn't even like, it wasn't even bad at all. Like, the dude seemed pretty chill. He was just like, man, I just wanted to like be able to talk to you, like, because I knew y'all together. He's like, I still have love for her, like, I get it, like, but I'm not trying to like interrupt y'all relationship or whatever. Like, you my boy, like, you know, we were friends or whatever. I feel like she's trying to ruin our friendship. I'm like, somebody lying. I don't know who, but somebody is lying. And then I was on Reddit. This is extra information, so if you haven't watched the show, or if you don't know anything, I apologize, but I got to tell you this. I was on Reddit, and there was some information, because obviously it is stated at the end of the show that Cyrus ends up going back to prison because of some violations, but also she got arrested too. If you're on Reddit, you know what I'm talking about. That's why I said Dia is not a good person either. Someone is lying, or everybody's lying. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that family, but those kids are in danger. Those kids she should not have custody of those kids. Period, point blank. She should not have custody of those kids. The mess that she put her kids through, especially with that shit I found out on Reddit. Ooh. I feel so bad for that, for the oldest daughter. I feel so bad for her, because I would never want to be around my mother like that. I would never. I would be like, no. And then her mom too. Her mom is like, I'm just concerned and worried because we had issues with her ex before, and I just want to make sure that you're good enough for my daughter. Is your daughter good? First of all, let's start there. Is your daughter okay? Literally, if my child, like, dated someone incarcerated, like, things happen, people have feelings, whatever, but if she does it again, I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You think this is okay? I would literally be like, so there is no one on planet Earth that's not in prison that's good enough for you. So you're just gonna do this shit again? And to my grandbabies, absolutely the fuck not. Like, I would sit down and talk to her. Just like how the other girl from the last season, I think it was like her brother or somebody, who actually was like, girl, stop doing this dumb shit. Like, they actually told her, they like, don't come crying to me about you and this one's relationship because you've done it before and you're going right back to the situation and dating incarcerated men. No, leave us out of it because you don't understand how to stop. Like, they actually confronted her about that. I need Dia's mom to do the same thing because this is ridiculous. Like, girl, I would seriously think that there's something wrong. Like I said, they get on my nerves, but not as much as the next one, okay? And this is Kaylee and Michael. Michael's incarcerated. He had been incarcerated for like 4 or 5 years. Kaylee and Michael are also another married couple. And the thing is, Kaylee gets on my fucking nerves. I hate her. I hate her so fucking much. I hate her. I can't stand her. Because here's the thing. Michael's not an angel either. I'm just saying that. I'm not like, ooh, Michael, pro Michael all the way. Like, I'm not like that. My thing is, they're a married couple, right? And so he had some stuff to pay off because he had gotten arrested. And Kaylee's all like, oh, cool, I'll pay it off. Like, I'll pay like your credit card bills or whatever. I will do all of that because they're married. And so he's like, okay, cool, because she didn't have to, but she took on the role and said that she was going to do it. He gets out of prison. He had saved up some money. At first, I was like, ooh, that's kind of sketchy. You saved up money, but you didn't tell your wife about it. On the other hand, Kaylee is over here saying that she is $42K in debt. I'm like, what's going on here? Because literally in that situation, when he was on the phone with his mom had called him when he was in jail and was like, oh, how much do I have in my savings account or whatever? She's like, you have like $14,000. And that's when I was like, okay, this is a little weird. Like, why are you hiding money from your wife? And now I get why. Because this bitch is crazy. Like, Kaylee is $42K in debt, and she is so dead set on being like, I'm in debt because of you. You're the reason why I'm in debt in the first place. Blah, 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 blah. This is your fault. And come to find out, she's over here buying a brand new fucking car. She pulls up to pick him up in a brand new car and hoping that he doesn't notice. Why the fuck did you buy a brand new car if you're in the hole? That makes no sense. She's like, I had to buy groceries and buy all this and that and the other. I get it. You have to support your family. And that's a part of the reason why you're in debt. I get that. Trust me, I get that. But why'd you get a new car? Because now that just shows me that you're irresponsible. So where the fuck where'd the money go? What happened with the money? Like, what happened? Because why are you buying a brand new car? You see what I'm putting down? You pick that up? Pick it up, please. Because that makes no sense to me. And then she is like, oh, I have some secrets I need to tell him too because I never paid his credit card debt. Then why the fuck did you say you're going to do it? He thought you did it. So when he goes to the DMV because he's trying to get his ID and stuff and get all that shit situated, Michael is a person who came out of prison with a plan and a goal to actually better himself. Okay, I'm not saying he's perfect because his ass still went to jail in the first place. Obviously, him and Kaylee got a tumultuous relationship. There's actually more information on that, on them, like on their history prior to the show, that me and my aunt were talking about, like how they had gotten together and they were dating. He went to jail and she said she was gonna help him and all that kind of stuff, and they had dated before. He had dated hookers before, but the hookers were always like not good people, whatever. The prostitutes, he was like, let me try something different. So he was like, let me get with Kaylee because him and Kaylee known each other since high school, and so he's like, let me try something new. And he tried something new, and this is the bullshit he got. So like like there's a lot of factors into this, okay? There's a lot that goes on into this. So like, I'm not saying that you know, Michael's perfect, because he's not. But he comes out of prison, he wants to better himself, he's trying to like move forward. He goes to the DMV, he has to get his ID and everything like that, and he thought it was just gonna be like a few little dollars or whatever. You know, he saved up enough money to like, you know, secure him enough before, you know, all he's like trying to like, you know, get a job and all that kind of stuff, like trying to navigate his life. He gets to the DMV. This bitch paid nothing, because she also said she was gonna pay like his fees at DMV. He owed like $6,000. He comes out pissed because his mom, took him there, and he's pissed because he's like, she didn't pay nothing. And that's the thing. That's literally the issue. I'm not saying she had to pay, but she said she was going to pay. She said she was going to pay off his credit card debt. She said she said she was going to handle that. She said she was going to pay his fees. Don't say something and you don't do it. And then when Michael's mad at you for not telling him, you're mad and saying you're in the hole because of him. No, you took on responsibilities that you had no business fucking taking on. And you weren't even going to do it anyway. So why the fuck did you say you were going to do it? That makes no sense. Literally, if you're just being honest with yourself, I'd be like, babe, I love you. I'm going to try to do what I can, but I'm also going to, lean on your mom for help. I'm going to try to figure out something. But just know that, obviously, we're going to have to figure some shit out when you come out. Okay, cool, bad. But don't say I'll pay it all off. And then you over here complaining that you're $42K in debt when you haven't paid nothing fucking off. So where'd the fucking money go to? She's like, I had to buy groceries because she's got like 3 fucking kids her damn self. Like, I get it, you had to buy groceries, but you're buying a fucking new car. And then we find out that she got a spending problem anyway in the first place. She keeps getting packages from Amazon. So you're in the hole because you're a dumb bitch with money problems. Like, you don't know how to. She's frustrating. She is deeply frustrating, and he's annoying too. I'm not saying he's perfect. Like I said, he's annoying too, but she is deeply frustrating. It's exhausting to see her on camera. I literally, my face drained, like everything in me, like my entire life drained from me seeing her on camera. I'm like, get off my TV. Because she's so exhausting. She is so deeply immature. Like, to put this all on him when you agreed, you the one, you didn't even agree. He didn't even ask you. He said he didn't even ask her. And she's like, yeah, I did say I was going to pay it. So we know that this conversation was a one-way street. She literally said that she was going to do it. He didn't ask her. She said she was going to do it. She agrees to the fact that she's the one who said it, and then is mad at him for being in debt when she's the reason why she's in debt in the first place, and she never did anything that she said that she was going to do. Girl, don't piss me off. So this man had to use some of his money. He ends up getting a job for his, I think it's like at his mom's boyfriend's company. I think it's like a construction company. Yeah. And, obviously, cool. You got an income. You got some money. And even the boyfriend is like, you got to prove yourself. I want you to work hard. Cool. Yes, bet. And that's not a problem whatsoever. Also, because too, that's also how people get jobs right now anyway. People have to have connections to get a fucking job. That's how I got into my job. Shoot. Because one of my old coworkers from when I worked worked in the school district, she was like, hey, I'm working at so-and-so. I can give her your number. You just got to apply. I applied and I got the job. Because that's how you get a job nowadays. You have to go back to the fucking beginning of where you know somebody who knows somebody who can get you a job. Like, that's how it is right now. And that's how he got his job. So I ain't mad at him for that. At least he got a damn job. He got an income now. Like, he's actually going to be working. He went to the DMV to get his shit situated. He comes out with a plan. He wants to actually, do better, be with Kaylee. He's not coming out doing all this stuff and being like, yeah, I'm a divorce her as soon as I come out. If he was on that shit, I would be fucking pissed. But he came out with yes, I want to do better. I'm gonna work on my marriage with Kaylee. We gonna do what I gotta do. I saved up some money because, and the thing is, it wasn't money that she gave him. She's very strict on that. She's like, the money that you saved up, this is the money I gave you. He's like, no, the fuck you didn't. That's money I invested my damn self before I went to prison. It just grew. She is so dead set on her being the reason why he's even moderately successful. But she doesn't want to take on any of the responsibility of the fact of why they're both in a fucking shithole of a financial situation. And I think she's like a nurse or something like that. I don't know what she does. But literally in the last episode, there's a shot of her, I guess, at work. She looks like she's in a nurse's outfit or something like that. So she works in the medical field too. I also was watching a video from another YouTuber I really love, Social Simone, who watches like TikToks and talks about people's like financial status, because a lot of people are making really dumb decisions when it comes to like money and shit. Like people are going to Disneyland when they're like 6K in a hole or whatever, 6 figures in a hole or whatever. Like she does commentary on that. So talk about like financial literacy and making smart decisions financially. And I believe it was in her video where she doesn't say it directly. I'm not like taking this out of context, but she said something to an extent of, from information that she gathered, that a lot of people, like nurses in the medical field, I don't know if it was from her directly or from one of the videos that she does comment on, but someone said something to the lines of nurses typically aren't good with finances, that a lot of nurses are typically in debt because they're not using their money wisely. They're going on trips, they're buying stuff that they can't afford, they're making a whole lot of money, but then they're like, yeah, I'm 80K in debt. What the fuck? And that's what that reads to me with her. I'm not saying all nurses are like this, but it seems to be like there's like a pattern. There's some pattern recognition here, okay? Just a little bit, okay? So I don't know if that's something that's like very common with nurses. I don't know. Don't scrutinize me. But that's what it feels like what's going on for her. Like she just got a spending issue. And you got kids. Girl, you can't be doing that when you got kids. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. If you got to go to fucking Dollar Tree to get your groceries, do that, hoe. I was this close to doing that. I said, look. I mean, I get my basics from there. Like I'll get my toothpaste. I got my toothpaste. I got my deodorant from there before for a long time. I got my body wash from there. I got a lot of shit from the dollar store when I was unemployed, and I would literally use my little $20 I got just to have my shit stocked up. You gotta do what you gotta do, but don't go over here spending money you don't got. Like. And literally every single time they're together, they're always fighting about that. And the thing is too, Kaylee is just like her mom. Her mom is just a mess too. Like there's a whole nother situation of that with her mama. Like it's a disaster. Oh Lordy, I'm so glad that they didn't. I'm so glad at the end of the episode that they end up filing for a divorce. Cause my God, that would be exhausting to be married like that, with that much shit. So, you know, I'm happy that they go their separate ways, because my God, because that would be draining 24/7 every day, being married with that kind of situation. Woo! Exhausting. Truly exhausting. Also, there's a scene where she ends up going shopping with her mom to a fancy boutique store to get clothes for Michael. And she asks her mom, because she had racked up like $600 for like one shirt, one jean, and a pair of shoes. And she's like, can you spot me? Why are you going to a boutique for Michael's clothes? Girl, if you don't hop up in that goddamn Walmart. That's the first instance right there. I feel like when you're like, when we play this shit back, Kaylee got a spending problem. Also, she doesn't know how to shop. She doesn't know how to buy within her means. Why the fuck are you 42K in debt? You're going to go buy Michael clothes. That's not a problem. I ain't got a problem with that. You're trying to take care of your man. He's about to come out of prison. He needs some clothes. But you go to a boutique store. Boutique stores are fucking high. One shirt from a boutique store is like $100. That shit's not cheap. And you rack up $600, you can't even pay it yourself, so you ask your mom to pay it for you. Why are you in a boutique? You have no boutique money. Now I gotta turn on the black mama. You got McDonald's money? Like, let's sit here and analyze this. Like, let's think about this. You want something, but do you have the money for it? And you know you don't. So why the fuck are you there? It makes no sense. You're in debt. You want to take care of your man. That's not a problem. I'd be like, we're going to go to Walmart. I'm going to try to find you some jeans. What's your size again? Because I'm not going to Goodwill. Goodwill prices are like the same prices at the mall. Like, it's fucking ridiculous now. But I'd be like, I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to pick you up a little bit of something. Or if I know there's like a place that you'd like to go shopping, it better be heavily discounted. Hello? Like, I'll go into Kohl's. I ain't got Kohl's money. But if I went into Kohl's, I'm going straight to the clearance section. And even then, I have a friend whose mom, who's worked at Kohl's her entire life. I'll be like, I'm going to need that discount too. Like, she doesn't even, like, do that. Like, even if you do go to, like, a store that is, like, a little bit more higher price, you don't even go in with the plan to use coupons or, like, get a deal somehow. You don't even go with that mindset. You go straight to a boutique. That's how we know. We should have known from the beginning, from the very beginning. She got a fucking issue with spending money that she ain't got. Like, what the fuck? She's so exhausting. Like, it makes no sense. No sense at all. Now, let's jump to my favorite mess of all. I'm going to wrap this up like a pretty little neat bow. I'm going to tie this shit together. We are diving into Bonita, Goddess, and Damon. Baby, when I tell you this mess is a mess, I love it. So, Damon is the one incarcerated. And the thing is, he's a hoe. He got hoe-like activities, okay? He and Bonita are engaged. Let's start off with that information. He and Bonita are engaged. They have a daughter together named Dior. She's cute. I love her. You know, she cute. And the thing is that I do really like about what they did with their situation and their family. Also, I think, Damon has another daughter too, because there was 2 girls. I think Dior, yeah, she has Dior. I think he has another baby mama, or at least there was another kid. Maybe he has 2 kids. Yeah, no, he has 2 kids. 2 kids by her. Sorry, my bad. They have 2 kids together. Because it was a scene when she was like, "Oh, my baby crying." So I immediately my thought was that's a one kid. I don't know why my brain just did that, but they got 2 kids together. And the thing is, they didn't say that he was incarcerated. They say he was in school. Smart. I like that. Bonita's not a crazy baby mama or a bitter baby mama in that situation, in that regard. She didn't say like, yeah, your daddy's in jail, that's why, because he ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. She didn't do any of that. They literally came to the agreement. I think it was like him, her family, his family. I think all of them together were just like, we just gonna say that he's in school. Save these little girls from having a terrible image of their father, of him being incarcerated. We're just gonna say he's in school. That was literally hands down the best decision they could make for that kid, for those kids. Obviously, as they get older, if we still have this media around, because the way that the world is going, I swear for God, we probably won't. But if they do get older and they do watch the show, or at least like find some type of aspect of whatever's left of this show and do find out that their dad is incarcerated, that's different. But for the time being, because they're young, they're like 4 and 5, like they're young kids. They don't need to know that their daddy in prison. Like that, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. So they just said that he was in school. That's the smartest move I've ever seen a group of adults ever fucking do. I swear to God, that is the smartest thing that they've done for those kids, to save those kids from having a negative image of their daddy, even though Damon ain't shit. Like, we know he ain't shit. We know he's a terrible man. He's a terrible boyfriend. He's a terrible husband. He's a terrible person. But those kids those kids still have a good image of him. And I do respect Damon, Bonita, and their families for that, because was solid. But the thing is, Damon is a hoe, like I said. While he is still entertaining Bonita, because they still together, he got a girlfriend named Goddess, Gigi, we call her. She a cutie. Both of them are cute. Both of them are some fine black women, okay? Love them both, okay, period. And Goddess has her own daughter. And so Damon, he gets out of prison, but he's telling these girls 2 different dates. He told Goddess he gets out on the 20th, which is his actual release date. He told Bonita he got out on the 21st. He staged that shit. He left with Goddess. He left with Gigi. And then the next day, his cousin, whoever, some enabling ass bitch family member, took him right back to the spot where he got released before. And he had to restage everything for Bonita to come get him. Because this is the thing. Damon is like, oh, yeah, I got 2 women. Yeah, I love them both. I want to be in a polyamorous relationship. This is not how you fucking do it, you dumb bitch. Like, no. You don't get to cheat and lie and then want to create a poly relationship. That's not how a poly relationship comes about. What the fuck is going on? Like, I feel like, as someone who is not in a polyamorous relationship, who has never been in a polyamorous relationship, who's not poly at all, I feel like a lot of society right now, just like the state of opening up, just like talking about like sexual identity, or like relationships, and like when it comes to what that looks like for everybody. I feel like we are so disrespectful for those who are actually poly. We are so disrespectful. This is so fucking disrespectful this is so disrespectful to those who are actually poly and who have been poly and actually have like, boundaries and are fucking adults in a polyamorous relationship. I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like the other shit on like TLC and stuff like that, because sometimes that shit is fucking weird too. With the whole I forgot the damn name of the damn show, but what was his name, Corey or whatever, and that mess. That was some bullshit. I feel like that's not even like a truly poly relationship. That's sister wife. That's some other bullshit. But like for truly poly people, I feel like we're just so disrespectful. We're so disrespectful of what a polyamorous relationship, coupling, household looks like. We are so disrespectful because they actually have boundaries. They have rules. They are adults who are actually able to effectively communicate. That doesn't mean that they're perfect, that they don't fight. They do fight, obviously, because everybody's human. But they actually, communicate. What Damon is doing is not poly. That's being a cheating ass hoe. You don't get to cheat and lie and then be like, I want to be in a polyamorous relationship with y'all both. That's what he's trying to do. And it's not working. So he's lying to both of them. He's sneaking around with both of them, going back and forth. And he over here lying. He was over at Bonita's house when Gigi called, talking about something. Oh, I'm at my mama's house. These girls are about to have we about to do a tea party. And he is literally outside of Bonita's house. Bonita's inside cooking him dinner. And about to give him some poom poom. But both women, they're like, some shit's going on. Because this man, sorry y'all, had to delete some stuff. But yeah, he's over here lying. He's having a tea party with his kids while Bonita's cooking him dinner and about to give him some poom poom. And the thing is, Bonita's smart. She's also a messy bitch too. Because while Damon was like, I'm gonna go get my stuff from Gigi. I'm gonna go get my stuff from Bonita. Like, I need to get my clothes and my shoes. Bonita had sold like majority of his shit. Cause she was mad. She was mad and she sold a lot of his shit. And I'm like, you ain't right for that. But after this mess, you know what? I support women's rights and wrongs because this man is a menace. And so she was like over here at the beginning of the show and also before Love During Lockup, she was like trying to like buy stuff and everything like that to replace everything that she had sold. She's like, shit, I gotta buy this shit back before we come out. And so she was like trying to like do her shit. But the thing is, he had went to the storage unit with Gigi and got his shit, and he's like, there's a lot of stuff missing. Like I said, it's messy. It's so messy, but so funny. Oh my God, oh my God. Their storyline is so wild. I love it. And Bonita was straight up lying to him on the phone. Ben like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. All your shit was in there. Bonita is wild for that. Oh my God. But she was like trying to replace it. And the thing is too, they both getting played. So you know what? Tomato, tomato. I can't. Okay, I gotta breathe because it's just so funny. And so, but both girls, both Gigi and Bonita, they like, this man is being really shady. There's some weird shit going on. It gets to the point where he was supposed to have like the girls be at like the skating rink, and Bonita was gonna drop off Dior. And it was supposed to be Zoe, Goddess's daughter, Gigi's daughter, Zoe, was supposed to show up. And the thing is, while Bonita has been feeling like there's some weird shit going on, like You ain't where you supposed to be. Also, you trying to keep me at home. That ain't gonna stop me. Like, he took the car. She's like, I'm gonna find me a car, boo. She's like, I'm gonna find you. This woman is a sleuth. This woman has the strongest intuition. And he even says, like, ooh, Benita's smart. She gonna pick up on this. So why the fuck you playing with her? You like... I don't know why. He doing this on purpose. He knows that she's smart. He knows that she crazy, too. You must have a death sentence. You must have a death wish. Like, what the fuck, bro? This woman's gonna catch you and you're gonna be under the prison. And, like, or, like, you're gonna be, like, 18 feet under. Like, you know what's gonna happen. If she catch you. Oh, he is so stupid. And so, when, Benita's dropping off her daughter, Dior mentions, like, oh, her friend Zoe's gonna be there. She's like, oh, who's Zoe? She's like, oh, is Zoe like one of your friends from school? She's like, yeah. Benita knows every single kid in Dior's class. She's that mama. She's a mama who knows everybody. She's like, there's no damn Zoe in her class. Who the fuck is Zoe? I'm like, I have never been scared for a man's life before in my life, but I was scared for Damon's life. And as soon as that moment popped up, as soon as Dior said Zoe, I said, oh shit. I was like, he might not even make it out of the skating rink. Ooh, the way she was just like, very sweet to her daughter, but she said, okay, so we on some shit. So instead of just dropping off her daughter like she was supposed to do, she ends up staying. She's like, I'm gonna skate too. Damon's like, what the fuck you think you gonna skate? She's like, I'm gonna skate too. And the thing is too, I hate Damon's family. Damon's family is nothing but a bunch of enabling assholes. Like, his mama is there, like, knowing that Damon is trying to switch these women out. Like, a lot of these families on this show are some just enabling ass people. Ooh, they get on my nerves. Like, deeply, for real, they get on my nerves. And so that's why he tells his mom that he was trying to do a whole poly thing, and she's like, ooh. So, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna go how you want it to go, boo. It's not gonna work. And so he's talking to her while they skating around and stuff. And then just as Bonita's getting ready to leave, because he keeps like rushing her out, being like, no, you can go, I got it, you can go. He is such a terrible liar. Like, this man don't even know how to lie properly. Like, this dusty ass man, okay? And so Benita goes to her car, but she's taking her sweet time. She gets to the car, and she's in the car, and she's like, something told me to just wait a minute. And so she waited. She didn't pull off. She waited. And then she looks over. The camera pans over, and we see another car. Her car is like this, because like this is the building. So she's like literally like parallel parked. And there's like another parking space, open area thing, like cement spot for like more parking spaces, probably for the skating rink too. Because, obviously there's, it's probably a popular area. So there's a car parked like right here. She's like, who's that? That was Gigi, y'all. That was Gigi with Zoe. Baby, drama. Goddess shows up. Benita gets out the car, goes back in the building. Damon's like, what are you doing back here? He's on the phone trying to get Gigi to come to the back of the building. She's like, who's that on the phone? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know. I'm trying to get Gigi to come to the back. She's like, where's the back? She's like, where's your car? Because she literally stopped and was like, where's your car? He's like, I'm in the back. I'm parked in the back. Come to the back. She's like, why the fuck I gotta come to the back? I love these women. They're like, the fuck is wrong with you? Ooh. Ooh. And so Benita, now she's like, nah, okay. So you messing with somebody else. Got it. Cool. She got this information. Okay. So we're going to flash forward to these last two episodes that just aired. where they meet up with Damon, because Damon's like, I'm gonna introduce y'all. I want you to meet Bonita, because Gigi's like, she's like, I heard of Bonita. Like, I know that's his baby's mama. You know, his baby's mother. She's like, I be respectful. She's like, I know, like, you know, that's the mother to his kids. She's like, I know of her. I don't know her like that, but I do know of her. He's like, I'm gonna introduce you. Gigi's like, why? I gotta wait in the car. He's like, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna handle this situation first, and I'm gonna come back and get you. She's like, okay, whatever, nigga. Like, he goes in to try to talk to Bonita, try to talk her down. Bonita, she's like, Bonita is livid. She is heated. I'm like, I don't know why y'all let Bonita in a public place, cause she gonna kill that man. She gonna kill that man. It's not even funny. Like, that man's not gonna make it out of that restaurant alive. He's just not. That was my first initial thought. And so he ends up going back to get Gigi. And when Gigi comes in, Bonita gets to splashing wine or whatever, wine or water, whatever she had in her hand. She starts splashing drinks at him. Being like, who's that, Damon? And Gigi's like, oh, hey, Bonita. Gigi is so chill. I love her. I love Gigi. Gigi's just like, oh, hey. How's it going? Hey, girl. They so, like, chill with each other. They're like, okay. And while she's just literally, she's like, oh, who's that? Who's that, Damon? Who's that? And then when Gigi goes to sit down, because Gigi was like, because Damon was trying to get Gigi to sit next to him. Gigi's like, nah, I'm going to sit over here by her. And as soon as she gets to sitting down, Bonita's like, oh, who's that? And Gigi's like, that's my man. She's like, she's not even like looking at him. She's like, that's my man. She's like, oh, that's your man? She's like, that's mine. Okay. And that's when it clicks in Gigi's head. She said, oh, if this was just like us meeting together, talking about like, you know, what it's going to be like to navigate like this blended family situation, like Kirsten and Corey, like that type of situation, your baby mother wouldn't be throwing water on you. So y'all still messing with each other. Gigi was chill. She said, he just standing there drenched. He's all like, why are you smiling like that? She said, because your ass got caught. She's just like, oh. I love it so much. She's just like, She's like, okay. That's it. That's all she does. She don't hoop and holler. She don't yell at him. Bonita's doing all of that because she had been with this man for years. This entire time he was playing her. She had been with this man. She has kids with this man. She had held him down, even though she did sell some of his shit. But she had been with this man, and this man went on ahead and started talking to somebody else while in prison, while she was trying to hold his ass down. Also, they start putting pieces together. She's like, oh, when did you get him? She's like, oh, I got him on the 20th. Bonita's like, I got him on the 21st. So you staged your whole setup. You didn't even give a fuck about me. You went with Gigi first. You didn't give a fuck about me. You put another bitch ahead of me. I am the mother to your children. I have been with you for years. And you have the audacity to not even see me first. Like, first of all, you already cheated. I'm already pissed at you for that. She's like, this little lying ass motherfucker. She nearly pushed him in through the wall. Like, Bonita, that's the thing with Damon. Damon at least has some good taste because he got some good, thick women, okay? Bonita and Gigi are fine as hell. Nice and thick. I love them, okay? But Damon is little, and Bonita can crush him. And she nearly did. She nearly pushed him through that damn wall. He went flying onto that couch like, because this is when she first, like, initially, like, you know, put this shit together, like, you know, okay, take your little shit. Also, because she had sold the ring, she said, the ring is fake. That's why I'm like, I love these women. That's for women's rights and wrongs, okay? Ooh, Lordy. But, like, ooh, Lord, this is the mess. So they putting everything together. Bonita is livid. She is heated. But they end up going to a second location. Gigi's like, I'm going to go get in the car with Bonita. They get to the second location. Damon was trying to chase after Bonita's car. He can't even run with his little skinny ass jeans. He pisses me off. And that's when Gigi calls him. Was like, come up to the location. He's like, where y'all at? She's like, just walk. She's like, just go up the street. He didn't even go that far. This man was scared. Get to the second location, and that's when they put together, like, you know, him like going with Gigi first, and then staging a pickup for Benita, that type of mess. And that's when things take a turn, because Benita is livid. She's seeing red. She's like, you know what, watch, I'll take your bitch. I said, y'all, the scream that I scrumped. I said, ah! Bonita is hot, and Gigi's just like, okay, because that's the thing, because for both of them, they're like, the thing is, if you wanted to be in a poly relationship, you could have said that at the very beginning. You didn't have to like lie to do this, lie and cheat on us. That's the problem. You lied and cheated on us to try to get a poly relationship. If you literally just told us straight up, point blank, period, I want to be in a polyamorous relationship, we wouldn't have these problems. Because they were down for it. They say, if I'm going to be in a polyamorous relationship, at least be communicative about that. Even Benita's like, it's going to be my kind of poly relationship. They're like, we ain't got no problem with that. It's the fact that you want to lie and shit. That's what we have a fucking issue with. Bonita over here, Bonita and Gigi, they kissing on each other. I said, I love this. Someone write this as a book, please. Like, y'all, when I say that journey was wild from point A to point B, but Bonita is smart. Bonita got a strong ass intuition. Bonita said, you ain't gonna keep me in no house. I'm gonna find you. She said, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find out. And she did. And Demon over here looking hella stupid. It's just the mess of it all. But I loved every single minute of this season. I loved it. Oh my God. Just chaos right after another. But obviously, if you can't tell, my favorite couple situation was Demon, Bonita, and Gigi, because hands down, the best television I have ever seen in my life. The best. Oh, so good. I said, this is wild. Because me and my auntie, we were like, how is Bonita gonna find out? Like, is she gonna go online? Is she gonna figure something out? Like, how is this gonna happen? And really, it was just her intuition and her daughter. Her intuition and her daughter put them together for herself. Because as soon as Dior said, oh yeah, Zoe's gonna be there, she said, who's Zoe? In my class. Oh, this one's Zoe in your class. And when Bonita and Gigi are sitting down talking to cameras, Bonita even says, it's like, oh, Zoe's your daughter, huh? She's like, oh yeah. She's like, uh-huh, because yeah, my daughter talked about her. I said, ooh. Yikes. So if you want to come on this journey with me, I might, depending on, like, I don't know when Life After Lockup is gonna air, hopefully soon, so we can get into it. I would like to do like an episode recap. That would be so cool. So we can dive into this mess. Ooh, because obviously in the end, because these women are such strong, independent women, they do not take this man back. Bonita and Damon just co-parent their daughters. She said, she's like, I want nothing to do with you. I'm done. We're gonna co-parent our children together. But other than that, you are dead to me. I said, But Bonita and Gigi are still in contact. I'm like, are they gonna be on? Ooh, like, I want to know. I want to know so bad. I'm like, okay, so are they like bi? Like, I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. If you've seen the show, then you know the mess. If you haven't, please check it out. Like, I know I told y'all some stuff, but I'm gonna need you to check it out for yourself and watch it from beginning to end, because this is some bullshit, okay? I love it. If you like this video, be sure to like it, comment below. What do you think about the show, the couples? maybe an individual person, like who do you like, didn't like, who you got issues with, you know, any extra tea that I need to watch, you know, because there's stuff everywhere, like on Reddit, on Instagram, everywhere. It's like TLC. It's like stuff everywhere where you get like updates and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm looking down because the dog is back here. It's down here. But yeah, and until next time, stay magical. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.